What's up everyone, Mitchell here, and if you watched my first video on Dragon Ball FighterZ tips for newcomers and intermediate level players, welcome back! This time we're going to discuss a few higher level tips and things to consider while playing fighters that are going to build upon the foundation that you've already built. So, if you haven't already watched that first video, and you're watching on YouTube, click the link at the top right of the video. Alright, then let's begin.
It's on now!
At this point, you're no longer relying on the universality of characters. You're going to need to do a deep dive into the nuances of each character in your team and find out the ways to squeak out every bit of damage that you can from them. For example, for Cell, instead of this base level advanced combo that I used while I was still new with the character, I had to upgrade to something along the lines of this.
Very well. See this one? Hello. Touch him! Take this! You think a fair?
The best way to learn how to level up your combos is honestly, and this may sound like a cop-out, but it's to learn from the best. Go to YouTube, type EVO 2018 Dragon Ball FighterZ, find a player that uses a character you like, and look at what they do. At the same time though, be realistic about your skill level. Don't get stuck on trying to carbon copy a pro's combos if they're outside your skill level, because a combo that you can't land is not going to help you. The Cell combo that I learned for myself isn't the 100% optimized version of that combo, but it's the version that I can 100% reliably land at this point. Look more at the ways that they're extending their combos and apply that to your own. Assists seem like such a basic part of the game, but to use them effectively is actually pretty advanced. Assists have a few main functions: combo extension, pressure, and making a move that's typically not safe on block, safe on block. Make sure that if you're using an assist for combo extension, the extra damage is actually worth losing your assist for a few seconds. We went over mix-ups in the last video, but it was primarily limited to mix-ups involving the forward medium universal overhead. Now let's go a little deeper. One invaluable technique for mix-ups is the instant air dash, performed by jumping forward and then immediately pressing forward to dash as soon as you leave the ground. Alternatively, you can hold forward and press R2, but this can accidentally trigger a super dash, so I'll leave it up to you. From there, you can either do 2 light attacks, which must be blocked standing, 1 light attack and then 1 low attack once you hit the ground, or you can just do an empty jump and then do a low. Several characters also have sneaky teleport moves or dash moves that can be used in conjunction with assists for some nasty left-right mix-ups. These mix-ups will be extremely important at a high level of play when it comes to opening up experienced players. Dragon Ball FighterZ does not have any form of push blocking or any way of getting an opponent off you once they've started their offense and put you in block stun. However, what you can do is hold back and press the special attack button to reflect an opponent just before their attack hits to push them back, giving you space and potentially an opportunity to punish. Reflex can be a risky play, as a poorly timed one can leave you open, but against predictably aggressive opponents, it can sometimes be the best way to punish them. Frame advantage is one of the most intimidating aspects of fighting games to learn. What with all the numbers and the pluses and minuses, what is this, math? Fortunately, in Dragon Ball FighterZ, it's pretty easy to break down. The first thing you have to know are the 3 states of an attack: startup, active, and recovery. Startup refers to the frames of animation before the attack can do damage, active refers to the frames where the attack is active and can do damage, and recovery frames refers to the frames after the attack, up until you're able to perform another action. Most moves in Dragon Ball FighterZ have very little recovery, creating a fighting system where it feels like most moves are pretty safe. And even if a move isn't safe, it can be covered with an assist or vanish. This, combined with the fact that there's no such thing as a push block, means that block strings are super important. A block string is a combo designed to keep the opponent blocking, forcing them to continuously guess correctly on any mix-up attempts. An example block string would be Not only should you spend some time in training mode working on your own block strings, but you should also spend some time blocking against block strings, so you can find the gaps to either use a reflect to get some space, or use a level 3 super, which are always invincible on startup. And that's all I got. Hopefully these tips have helped you up your game in Dragon Ball FighterZ. If they did, let me know. It's always nice to know when I was helpful. Thanks for watching, and for everything else Dragon Ball FighterZ, keep it here on IGN.